Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Lucia here. 新年快乐, Happy New Year. This is the year of the fire horse. And what we wanted to do for people that are new to this process, this is Tongren Distance healing, which means through this advanced techniques which have been used for thousands of years in ancient China, India, and even the Americas, we can send healing energy to very specific places. One of the superpowers of this method is Tongren, which focuses on bioelectrical blockages, primarily on the spine, unleashing very specific information from the brain to the target area. Therefore, the body will actually be able to have more resources to do work, simply said. So I'm just making some notes. Not everything worked or started as expected. But what we will do is everyone that puts in a request in the chat on nsrwellness.com/weekly or on our Facebook pages. Right now it looks like YouTube and our Facebook page, our working Tongren Academy is not. So Anasara Wellness and the others. So let me know if you can hear me. In fact, that reminds me, I need to clear up memory and remove memory hogs from my device. Okay. Okay, and that should make sure that we're okay for the week. And let's continue on. And we begin. We have our requests here. How am I doing? So as to, yep, let me know how you're doing, better, worse, or the same. So the first one we have, which is Chris, and I actually looked in a little earlier, and I put in the chat below some of the target areas to extra focus on lymph areas for you, which I think are good to know about. And just trying to get a deeper understanding of your case. Seems like endometrial spread to the peritoneal area, which is a kind of an area around the endometrium next to the uterus, and then spread to the liver, which is not far away, and lung cancer, which is up, ascites and red blood count, fatigue, abdominal pain right under right breast, which is the liver area itself on the right side. So let's begin with Chris. If you look down, like I say below, I did put in some more detail as to the very specific areas for all of us to focus on as you go to other Tongren workshop classes as well. You can give them some of this detail. The key for you would really be lymph drainage to accelerate lymph and detoxing. One of the things would be just below the belly button and a little bit to the right would be castor oil packs with ideally with maybe DMSO and frankincense. Those would be some of the things first we would talk about. So let me know if, Chris, you got my message. And we will begin now. In our 3-part process, we're teaching the Masterclass. If anyone is interested, today is the final day to sign up. Command points to the brain. Blood flow to the brain. Because the brain communicates with all the other areas of the body. Command points to the brain and brain stem. Blood flow, nerve flow. to the spine, peritoneum area, endometrium and peritoneum area. S1 to S5. And we want to think differently for you. We want to get you more progress. T1 for the bones. T1 to T8 anti-inflammation. T3 for the lungs. CV17 for the lungs, Chinese, lung 1, lung 2. T7 for the aorta area, the lymph of the aorta area. Let's really focus on cleansing and working on removing things, ascites and all these different things. Let's think differently for you. CV17, and then the unguinal lymph nodes, big time. I did a kind of a deeper dive with ChatGPT to get more detail on your specific case. But CV4, which is a great place for the Castrol pack. And T9, right side. CV4, abdominal area. T6 for the diaphragm, more diaphragm movement, more lymph drainage. Oxygen, phrenic nerve for you, big time. So for your specific case, I have an expert in fenbendazole and ivermectin, if you want to go that route. I have an expert on short-term excellent herbal remedy, 2 feathers in Nevada, and also an short-term and long-term advanced SEACT. And grounding, Chris, liver 3 and kidney 1, keep coming. Chris, we'll keep working on that. I just wanted to get some more deep information. You can't see me. Oh. I should reboot before doing this from now on. I am going to close this out. Temp levels. I'm going to close more items out. Hopefully you can see me now. Edna, yep, thank you for the... You feeling better, Edna? Great. If you're only seeing last week's session, refresh. Let me make sure that the session is actually going. The session is live. I'm checking that right now. So save changes. So we have 2 streams at the moment. Comments. Sorry for the technical challenges. You cannot see me. Okay. Okay, let's try something extreme. Try it now. I just refreshed. That's a neat trick that didn't crash everything. Let's take a look. And continue on. I just refreshed. It should be okay. Still last week's session. How is that possible? And hello to Lynn, Edna, Daniel, Benevolent Settler, Kind Stranger, Tracy. And Chris, we're all set. So let's work with Edna right now. Can you hear my voice or see me? Either one. I'm talking now and I'm giving the date of February 19, 2025. Let me know if you hear me confirm the date. Still the same. But you can see me on YouTube. Okay, still last week watching on YouTube. On YouTube, it's okay. So if you could tell me and respond in the YouTube chat, I'm on YouTube. I can see you and I can hear you. If you could do that, that will help me a lot. No audio or video on YouTube. No audio or video on YouTube. I'm going to say it's activated. It says end stream. There are 2, yep, 2 Facebook, 2 social media channels working. YouTube is okay. All right, everybody go to YouTube. Which arrow? Edna, which arrow are you speaking of? The arrow on this page? Let me try it. Let me try this page. And I will be able to see my, no, it's last week's. You are correct. It hasn't been updated. Let me give a message to the tech people that are. All right, my apologies. So let's all go to YouTube. If you could, that's what I would recommend. I see it as well. I only see last week's YouTube. Sorry about that. See if I hit go. Yep. Oh, I really wanted to get some progress. Okay. All right, let's continue. On YouTube, it is working. People will be there. And I see a group of people. Hips and legs. All right. Let's work on YouTube right at this moment. Tracy Overbar. And that's Tracy Ricketts. So anyone that you can maybe not even hear or see me on the webpage, yep, let me get your request, Edna, and I'll put it in here. Now video is unfrozen. Let me get your request, Edna, and put it here. I think I'm probably being seen on Tongren Station. Is anybody checking in from Tongren Station? I'm not sure if that's working. Let me just. Let's just get this going. We'll just continue. Blood flow to the brain. We will tap for Edna. I put in your request. It's not working on Tongren Station either. YouTube, I'm on Instagram? No way. They don't allow Instagram unless you have 1,000 followers. But you are watching me on Instagram. Is that correct? That would be interesting to know. All right, because they keep changing things. It's hard to keep up. So, can you see or hear me? Okay, good. Let's go. Tracy Ricketts, osteoporosis, blood flow to the brain. And Dell, blood flow to the brain, and then T1 for the bones, L2 for the kidneys, which are also for the bones. Left stone, that would be Chanca Piedra and castor oil. EBV, immune support, T1 to T8. Are you better, worse, the same? And something just changed. I may be visible on the weekly page. I'll refresh and try again. Let's take a look. Nope, it is the old recording on the website, but we are good. We have all of our people, I think, on YouTube now, so that's great. Continue with rickets, osteoporosis. There's a great thing called the Grow Bone Kit. In addition to that, add in the living silica with liposomal vitamin C for bone building, and a great third part of that, Cissus quadrangularis, and EBV. Migraines. Gallbladder 21, that's the classic migraine point. And I will still work for the people that put in their chat on the website. Okay, and I am unfrozen. Shouldn't it be a great song? Frozen, somebody can sing that for us. It's a cartoon, but a great song. So Roy, T1 to T8, T7, blood flow to the hips and legs. I hear ya. Video is unfrozen. Hip to hip and lumbosacral plexus for the hips and the legs. And down the ouch point, the hips, iliac crest. Down the legs, both sides for Dell. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Ouch point, I guess, as well for Dell, hips and legs. Let me know how you're doing, Dell. And we will tap for Edna. I put your request in here. Soft palate muscle strength. Let's work on that. Blood flow to the brain. And you're doing okay, is that right? Speech, dry mouth, so the throat chakra for sure. Weak legs, lumbosacral plexus, lumbosacral plexus. Make sure your B12 amounts are high. So brachial plexus for the arms and the hands. Lumbosacral plexus for the hips and legs and feet. So we want to make sure we get all of that. Vertigo, GV17, T1 to T8, MS, which has been associated with EBV. C6, C7, and GV20 for the thyroid. Sea vegetables, iodine foods, iodine supplement, castor oil to remove the nodule, castor oil. There are thyroid castor oil packs. And the hole in your daughter's heart, GV20, T5. Oh, Catherine, macular degeneration and edema. Talking to somebody today about edema. They lay next to the wall, butt up to the wall, torso on the floor, legs up to reduce edema. You're probably doing that. And you can massage from the ankles to the knees as well. So MS, be tested for EBV, that's a probable cause. And Joanne Kotowski, nice to see you. Joanna, let's see. HPV, we've discussed. T1, T8, T7, lumbar 1 to 5, sacrum 1 to 5. So yes, optimized vitality 4206. Can you confirm if we were actually on Instagram? I'll try to check that too. Oh, Facebook. Yep, you are correct. My mistake. We are on Facebook and YouTube right now. Yep, that works. Thank you very much. That makes sense because I was thinking, wow, that's a bonus. And they are. And let's work for Leonard, and then an extra request from blood flow to the brain. I'm going to just take a quick peek back, but I think it's broken. YouTube, it should be. Should be this one, this link. Okay. Still only the last weeks. I'm sorry. I am going to put these into StreamYard and Ketchup. And let me put the name on that. Daniel Smullen, thank you for joining. And because I don't want to miss anyone. Picture is still frozen where? Here? The picture is frozen on YouTube. You are on YouTube. Okay, this is getting out of control. But let's focus on Tracy. I'm sorry, Leonard, and Tracy and Leonard again. Blood deficiency. T1 for the bones and blood. Kidney for the bones. L2 kidney yang deficiency. L2, T1 for the bones, T7 for the spleen and for the blood deficiencies as well, spleen and blood. TV17 for circulation of the blood. I've worked on endometrial peritoneal. Thank you, Tracy, for reminding me. But I think that was a time when I was not being heard at all. Kidney yang deficiency. C1 to C7, T1 to T12. Liver blood deficiency. T9 for liver, T7 for the blood. Spleen. Thank you, sir. So if there are people interested in joining the community, let me know. We're having our big promotion to get people to sign up. Lots of discounts. And Tracy, that for your mom, Chris Mary. So that's your mom, Chris, is Tracy's mom. Okay. Yes, I did get that, and I will do it again. Endometrial peritoneal. In fact, on the chat at the bottom, I put some extra detail for lymph drainage for this specific situation because I wanted to get more detail. endometrial peritoneal. So L1 to L5, S1 to S5. And we'll do this again, make sure we get everyone included. T9 liver. T3 for the lungs. Extreme lymph drainage. T7 spleen, left side. Inguinal lymph drainage. CV4 for abdominal pain and lymph drainage. Great opportunity for a castrol pack on there, on the belly button, maybe to the right with the abdominal pain. Is near the liver. There are things, liver gallbladder cleanses for gallstones, but gallstones would be 9, T9, T10. Chanca Piedra for stones as well. Liver 3 and kidney 1. Good to see you, Leonard. Good to see you, Dell. Know how you doing? I think you're on the train. And we have Daniel Smullen. I'm back. I be back. But I'm not back on my website. All right, let's continue. I don't want to miss any of those requests, so I'm working on them now. You don't have to put them in again. Live tab works fine on YouTube, which is what we're working on right now. Video on this page is old. Great being, tap for Hashimoto's. Tune up, let's do that right now. Great being. Blood flow to the brain. Command points to the brain, and let's begin to work on the endocrine. Hypothalamus, pituitary, C6, C7. Dry eyes, C3, C4, and ouch point for the eyes. The lacrimal glands and clarity, GB13, and again for clarity on the eyes, C3, and eyes directly ouch point on the eyes. And then grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And Lynn, we don't want to miss Lynn for perfect cervical and entire spine. Lynn, I recommend you also go to YouTube, but we will tap. You'll still receive the benefit. Cervical and entire spine, C4 to C5, 6 to 7. Blood flow, nerve flow, C4, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Trapezius release, Chinese medicine shoulder release point. GB21, GB20 for the migraines, GB21. C4, 5, 6, and 7. L5 to S1. Trapezius starting at the top. Base of the skull. Occiput. Shoulder release. Trapezius release point. SCM. Sky window both sides. Long thoracic. Motor nerves. That'd be lung 1, lung 2. And grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1. Motor cortex, we didn't want to miss that. GV19, 20, 21. GV governing vessel 21. Motor cortex, T1 to T8, immune system. Sinus inflammation, T1 to T8 as well. C3, T1 to T8. Okay, we've caught up from the website page. YouTube is not live either. Today is 2/19. Yes, so YouTube is working. And I am back on YouTube, Anusar Wellness. We're not working on Tongren Station. Okay, let me make a comment. Kim Saporito, Tongren Station is not working, but I'm glad you're here. So good to see you. You're on my Facebook page. Detox from mold, smoke, and chemicals causing sinus and lung infection. Let's do it. It's working. Which one is working, Leonard? The YouTube or Tongren Station? It seems most places are not working, but I'm glad it's working for you. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Adding new content to the community, Leonard. If you had to pick some topics, videos, or training for the community, Leonard, what would be your choices? So Kim Saporito, Detox, T1 to T8, clay is my number one recommended for detox. You can even look up something like pectisol, a binder. Yep, YouTube is okay. Thank goodness. Detox from mold T1 to T8. T1 to T8. Chemicals causing sinus and lung infections definitely need a cleanse, or like juicing for 5 days or 3 days, and juicing with green juice, cilantros, spinach, spirulina, sea vegetables, those types of things definitely need to cleanse. We're adding videos and live sessions for focusing on what's called the inner terrain. And people don't realize there is an interconnected network between the gut brain, which we know, and for example, there's the HPA axis, which is the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. There's also the hypothalamus pituitary ovarian axis, the brain prostate axis, so detox from smoke, mold, chemicals, T1 to T8. T1 to T8 for sinus and lung infection, side effects. T1 to T8 and T9 for the liver. SIBO T9, left side stomach, and detox. Dental issues, C3, 4, and 5. T1 to T8. SIBO. Dental issues, C3, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you for Leonard. Thank you, Leonard. We want more. If there's any feedback from the community, if I can add more good stuff, people that is directly of interest to people. Okay, and I just want to make one more check. We worked on Lynn, Edna, Daniel Smullen, and we did not get your mother, Kristen, Daniel, anaplastic thyroid cancer, so blood flow to the brain. We will start with hypothalamus, pituitary, C6, C7, superior inferior thyroid arteries. I would definitely put a castrol pack with frankincense on the thyroid at this point in hospice, won't hurt. Jimmy Carter was in hospice for a couple of years. He just wanted to be kind of left alone. Thyroid, CV17 as well, lung 1, lung 2, lung, thoracic nerve. And hello, Kristen. And the 3 dantians, upper, middle, and lower dantian. And hope Kristen is doing well. The right arm and the left arm. And grounding, liver 3, and kidney 1 for everyone. And for everyone listening, we will do the craniosacral protocol. Why? Because it's so helpful. Crystal Palace. Lateral ventricles, GP789. Posterior ventricle, GP17, BL9. Superior ventricle, GV19, 20, 21, 22. And keep going. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And a big lymph tune-up for everyone. Everyone. Sit with your feet flat on the floor and palms face up if you haven't. What odd, okay. The Grow Bone kit is from, it really works. I've used it with them people, plus 2 other things for the parts that they're missing. Grow Bone, it's a Source of Life Garden. I will look it up right this second. Grow Bone kit. It is the Garden of Life. Of course it is. Garden of Life. Nope. Garden of Life. This is a kit of 2 products. And the silica is called livingsilica.com because all bone, all collagen, the precursor is silica. Why not get the best? And then to activate the silica to work better, liposomal vitamin C. And then the 4th part of all of that is Cissus quadrangularis. So these are the heavy hitters for rebuilding bone, and I've had success. Not familiar with the Jarrow product, but I know these work. There's also Algae Cal from Canada, but it could take months to get shipped. Okay. So let's do a lymph tune-up for everyone. Feel the flow. 6 parts from the neck, lymph from the brain, the armpits, the collection centers in the upper torso, These are called lymph nodes, collection centers in the lower area, endometrial, peritoneal, abdominal. LivingSilica.com, Catherine, if you find it. Garden of Life, Grow Bone Kit. Cystos quadrangularis from a company called Popnomi, Popnomi. It's the highest dose I can find. It's organic as well. And then liposomal vitamin C, because that's what activates the silica to work the best. And of course, clay baths. That's a great way. That's a silicaceous acid. When it's liquid, when it connects with water, it becomes silica. So that's another way to systemically do it as well. So all of those things, I've had people in their 70s reversing their osteoporosis back to normal bone density. And the inguinal lymph, so 2 in the throat, sky window, 2 in the armpits, upper lymph nodes, 2 in the inguinal groin area, lower lymph nodes. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Thank you for your patience. I don't know what's going on with the technology. They keep changing things. They keep forcing people to do different things. Don't know why I'm not available on my website page. I will put a link on the top. If people come to my page and cannot see me, go to YouTube. I will put the 2 links there so that you can do that. So that will prevent that. We will make sure we are connected. Merci. Sent you a text, okay? And we will take care of that. So now let's do Qigong for everyone. We are right on time. The living silica is a specific process developed in the 50s from a Dr. Ribot, French, to make the most bioavailable silica in the world. It's a liquid. So that is the best one to use. Dr. Ribot from France, the livingsilica.com. There are 2. One is plant. One is based upon silica, based upon the plant horsetail. Yes, that's the one you want. And grounding to the earth, and the healing tone. If you listen to the tone closely, it reveals a winning lottery number. I don't know if anybody's been catching that, but anyway, here we go. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your patience. I am working tomorrow morning to solve all of these technical problems. If anything, we will go to YouTube or Tongren Station or Hanasao Wellness on Facebook as well. So either a Facebook, a YouTube, Tongren Station, or my webpage. Those are the 4 things we've set up so that we can get this going for you. And Tracy, thank you as well. I think there was no sound or no video on the website. So I'm not really sure why it's streaming to these instead. But anyway, too much to think about. Blessings to all of you. I'm hoping and praying for a quick recovery for everyone. Everybody remember Aloka, the dog for peace. Have a great day, and talk to you soon.